What upcoming card are you most excited for? Kate Bishop, not close. She's gonna be real sweet. I'm so annoyed right now. Oh, you're in the market for large scrolls. I wasn't, but they're gonna have to do it in a pinch. Do I just end the game here? Like, even if they don't pass, like, how are they beating me? I think I just play for all three and then we probably win, yeah? They, like, play their 6-drop and then they die? Just got Nocturne, really good card, I like it. Yeah, she's very powerful. I like my streaming for today, a while. Ooh, that's a nice one. I think I do this, actually. We just don't let them know that Namora is coming. What do we think of this? I think I'm into it. I think I'm into it. this? I probably don't care about Cyclops, right? I think it's this and this. We just expect Carol to cover.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Oh, Christ, what an asshole. I could have played around that, yeah. Fuck me. We want to put both of our things in the center. We could have played around that. There's only a 25% chance that Hulk's still in their deck, but I don't even know if it's right to play around that, right? Because if the Hulk was in their hand playing, it's actually wrong to play around that because the Hulk is more likely to be in their hand. And if the Hulk was in their hand and they play it center, I likely lose the center and the right. I guess they could have had Red Hulk or regular Hulk, but I was beating Red Hulk on the right? So it had to be exactly High Evo Hulk in their deck. Yeah, Stage Room could have also killed Blank. Yeah, my play, it feels bad to lose there, but my play's correct. It's like, well, it sucks, but also, like, it is what it is. Make sure they stay muted. Our leech voting player. Are most likely 2 Magic Necrosha. It's just this. I think it's just this. It was camping. It was hot but good. We were tent camping this past weekend with the scouts. Look at this. I think I'm into it. I'm into it. Never go to Philmont as a scout. Never on a trek. Went there as a small child for a family thing. Christy hiked the mountains there. Hopefully one or both of my boys will be interested in doing that at some point. Longer term, that's one of the reasons why I'm aiming to get in better shape now. Because I'll be into my 40s by the time the boys are solidly teenagers, and I would like to be in good enough shape to do a backpacking trip if they want to. What's Philmont? It's a large scout camp in New Mexico in the mountains. Like, week and a half to 2 week backpacking trips through there. Fascinating, but I'm not super happy about it. Do you think Shang is a problem again with its current play rate? The current play rate for Shang-Chi is largely related to the fact that it's contained in most Arishem decks. So no, I don't think it's remotely problematic. Quake the Quantum Realm. Ideally, I want to Quake the Quantum Realm at a moment where I have priority, yes? To kind of catch them off guard. Are they leaving when I boomer step them? Probably. Snap. I'm gonna do it anyways, definitely. You think about a card like Shang Valk Shadow King that reduces all cards above a certain power threshold to a threshold, like all cards over 7 are reduced to 7. Sure, that seems like a fine design space. I love this deck's ability to play 3 good 2 energy cards the last turn. The full roof down into stamp me. Okay, gamer.
Victory.
Absolutely baked. This is, and again, I talk about this a lot on the channel, but I think it really needs to be hammered into people's brains. There are so many decks like this one that just like are good and competitive that just see no play because there's so many good and competitive decks in the current metagame. Like this deck was one that was a top performer for a little bit, and then despite continuing to be a top performer, it just like disappeared because Namora was no longer the shiny new thing. All right, have some ads. We're gonna play some more of this when we return. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. Quake was like a 220 there. Yeah, she's really good when she's good. Definitely one of the more underappreciated cards in Marvel Stat. I've been playing the Wog Namora this season almost exclusively. Love the deck and the different lands it gives you. Yeah, that one's really solid. Is there a Prime Day sale tomorrow? I think that sounds right. I don't know. That's not really something I keep track of usually, personally. I don't think it usually doesn't apply to any discounts on the Twitch side. Okay, I think I recall seeing an advert when I was watching Twitch for that, though. Maybe some people coming back from their heads now can tell us if Prime Day is tomorrow. Tomorrow the 17th. Cool. Second dinner ever said why they do feature locations. Yes, it's because they hate me personally. Most players don't innovate, and they copy the most played decks on Untapped and play. 100%, Elky. 100%. Second Dinner has commented on a few different occasions that feature location days don't meaningfully positive or negatively impact play rates on those days, and I would assume most people are indifferent, so they just keep them going. Thank you for the primer, D. Jones. Speaking of things that Prime does, appreciate the free support. And Pink Man, thank you for the 10 months. I wish they were less frequent personally. Come over and sit on Papa Jeff's lap, and let me tell you about feature locations during the Marvel Snap closed beta, how they happened twice a week and they lasted 48 hours. So there were more days in the week where we had feature locations than not. No, that's not true. They weren't. We had two different, right? There was one that was 48 hours and one that was 24 hours. So there were 3 days during the week where their locations were screwed up. Yeah, and to top it all off, hot locations had a different probability of occurring than feature locations did. It wasn't all things equal. There were featured locations and there were hot locations, and I think one was 40% and one was 60%, and they settled in the middle at 50. So it's way less bad than it used to be, but also still pretty far from good. Also, to gatekeep people's ability to complain, if you didn't live through the peak being a feature location while Mr. Negative was a tier 0 deck, you don't get to complain. Them's the rules. Them's the rules, chat. If I had a Namora, I'd stay. Actually, probably should have stepped up one. I forgot that was a thing we do, but our draw is not lined up well, so they can go next tier. I've been struggling with the Tribunal and the ladder, and then I saw your Dex video from this morning, and I added in Cosmo, and it helped a lot. Yes! Yeah, I think Cosmo's really important in that archetype. A lot of people looking to kick your sandcastles right now, for sure. Gonna be a long stream Monday, gamers. Cracked 3,000 concurrent viewers. Appreciate everybody hanging out and doing your drops here with us. My little Twitch tracker here, so you've had over 100 new followers today. If you're someone new that's hanging out, that enjoying the vibes of the channel, you haven't tapped that follow button yet, consider doing that. If you're not familiar with me, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on twitch.tv with Marvel Snap being my primary game of choice these days. Oh, there's an Agent of Chaos if I ever saw one. Holy. Sorry, I've completely lost my train of thought to Quake being absurd. I've streamed on Twitch a lot longer than Marvel Snap has existed, though. Been on the platform for a little over a decade, doing it as a full-time job for almost 7 years. Before Marvel Snap, I played a lot of other turn-based and strategy card games, some Runeterra, Mythgard, and others, to name a few. We're doing this. And then next turn we have Scar Quake Arbor. Hex TCG. Poor Hex TCG. In a former life, before I was streaming full-time here on Twitch, I have a graduate degree and undergraduate degree in mathematics. And I spent time teaching at both the high school and college level. You'll find my streams are very analytically focused, always looking to get better and improve at whatever I'm doing. You know, interesting here, they are +3, +5. Is it ever this? Do you or chat have any suggestions to increase my collection level quickly? With the most powerful card in mobile gaming, your credit card, you too can progress in Marvel Snap at rates like you have never seen before. Okay, so if I floop Cancun over to here, my Captain Marvel jumps out, and then whatever power they have here stays trapped. So I think that's the play. They might fill into here though, in which case doing this is appealing. They're incentivized to play into the island, right? I'm gonna do this. Oh my gosh, absolute. Quake is such an absolute freaking monster of a Marvel Snap card. Easily one of the most underappreciated cards in this Marvel video game. She's so good! She's so good! Quake and Legion. People in general undervalue cards that help you mitigate location variance, because complaining location variance exists is much easier and straightforward rather than putting cards in your deck to let you play around it. Wow, chat. Murray Isle on the left for the second game in a row in this Conquest match. Wake up, sheeple. The truth is out there. These locations are as rigged as the earth is flat. Big Bro doesn't want you to know. Okay, so with the Namora draw here, I think we go Cage here, Captain Marvel here, Namora here, and then be able to have Carol jump out of the island. Quake would have been sweet here, yeah. Unfortunate that she's in our bottom 6. That deserves more biddies. Thank you, Luatech. I'm honestly really enjoying this deck. I might use those bits and go for a 5th split gold on Crossbones here. Such a wonderful land. I'm sorry, what? No, the Typhoid Variant Enchantress went in the wrong order. Unlucky. Unlucky. Alright, looking for Shadow King here. What a lovely lad, video gamers. They shang me over here. Carol jumps. 11. Yeah, we're beating Shang here. And Shadow King is one-sided here because Luke Cage prevents our stuff from getting reduced. Yes, we're beating just Shang on the right. I think we're short on the left, though. No, wait, we're actually winning the left too? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Watch this be absorbing, man. Just a mockingbird. Lovely. Just lovely. Look at his freaking smile, chat. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful golden man. It's a gold ticket. Another airship deck out to pasture. Should I get Namora over Sasquatch? Genuinely, I think Namora is a better card than Sasquatch. She's up there for underappreciated cards in the game. Can you play this without Namora? You cannot. She is a core part of it. All right, video gamers. Is it crossbone split time? Wow, I actually have no crossbone splits. I have boosters though, yeah? Sure do.
Infinity.
This Scar needed. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this deck needs a Series 4-5 cards. Scar, the only replaceable Series 4-5 card in this deck is Nocturne. I think you need Namora and Scar. Or Namora works to make Scar cheap, and then Scar plays out on the last turn of the game as one of a variety of 2 energy cards that make it difficult for your opponent to predict what you're going to do. Infinity. I mean, to be fair, the deck title is currently Viewer Deck, but yeah, when it's not Viewer Deck, it's usually Namora Scar. I would say she tends to be important. I gotta go buy the Daredevil bundle. I had too many credits and I couldn't buy the Daredevil bundle. We split a bunch of cards now, so I think I think I get to 5 splits without it. We'll have to buy that for later though. You prefer this Namora build or the Wong Odin build? I think they're different decks. I think the Wong Odin deck is a dedicated linear combo deck, and this deck is strong because it has interactive and gotcha cards like Shadow King Armor and Quake. So if you want to be interfacing with your opponents, this is the correct thing to be doing. And if you don't want to be interfacing with your opponents, the Odin one is the thing to be doing. The whale track only work for website purchases. Yes, in perpetuity moving forward. 220? 220? That's fine. That's fine. Asking for the 5th split gold is good. It would have been 230, wouldn't it? It would have been 230, you're right. I guess I had 220 earlier too. It's definitely would be 230. Alright, let's load her back up, shall we? Octopus, thank you for the quarter over here. I appreciate that. Welcome back. $150 keys. I know! My key count is embarrassing. It just takes so long to collect everything off my collection level track. I can't be arsed to collect more than 150 of them. I should really go through and click on everything now that the new season rolled over and I can use the gold tickets. Koi Koi, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Probably another dozen or 2 dozen keys. Oh no! Oh no! Look at this hideous infinite bordered card in my hand, chat. Shame. 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 I forgot I didn't have any crossbow splits before we did all of those, so I'll have to go edit the custom card here in a minute. Closing the stream, that crossbones isn't right. Unsubbed, and I'm returning my extra. No! Not the sponsored products.
Opponent snapped.
One more shot! Alright, I have to put money in the machine to take that shot, I think. Thank you for the biddies, Lutek. Double Atlantis in the Namora deck, I believe. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, they Loki'd us for 4. Lokiing into our deck is a little bit less embarrassing than some of the other decks we've been playing that you can Loki into, because our deck does have some individually powerful cards in it, at least. And as is always the case, after my opponent Loki's me, the only reason it looks like their deck's going to end up remotely fucking playable is because they top-decked a card that wasn't in my deck. Feels Marvel Snap, man. That's fine. We need to go split this crossbones anyways. Loki won because of the not Loki card. Seems like they should nerf Loki. Yep. %100%. You open Snap on your photo computer at the same time. Yeah, technically, I should have let it appear in advance. We're not at 567 golds. Go put some gas in the tank. Money in the bank. No, I guess it's the opposite of money in the bank. We're taking money from my bank and sending it to Benjamin Road. We'll buy that. Buy the Daredevil pack and put it another 100. For people that are new here, I always do my purchasing on mobile because you get Google Play rewards when buying it on mobile, which turns into like nominal discounts and other things, including Snap sometimes. Yeah, we're gonna split crossbows one more time, and then we'll set up our custom card. Our prices not checked up on mobile. No, Twitch is one of the only things that charges increased prices on mobile. Most places are the same anywhere. All right, let's load it up. I guess subscription things in general tend to be more on mobile. One-time purchases are usually the same between most applications. All right, one more crossbones split, eh? That's fine. Crossbones was just waiting so they could have Crackle. So they could have Crackle with the gold gem. Infinity. What a cursed 230. It's fine. It's fine, chat. The custom card tool makes it all okay. 230 it is. Alright, which crossbones do we like? I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Eric with a K. Thank you for the 17 months. Welcome back. See what the gold Q-time looks like. I might regret this. May or may not regret this. They're a little bit slow earlier today, but I think Q-times maybe get better in the afternoon US time. We'll see how that plays out in practice. Yeah, the blue border effect is solid on this character. If second editor starts making the borders more available, you're gonna need at least one deck blinked out like Jace. I really just need multiple custom cards per character. Because the problem is, if I put the custom border on, like, Kitty Pride for one deck, and then I put Kitty Pride in another deck as well, I would need the custom border on all of those in both decks, or I'd have to switch it back and forth every time I switch decks. That's just like a level of tedium I don't want to deal with for a cosmetic I'm paying extra for. If I'm paying for a premium cosmetic, it needs to be pretty and not make my gameplay experience tedious. $60 seconds isn't terrible. It's when it's 2+ minutes that I really don't want to. This is your full-time job. Watching Twitch streams is your full-time job? That's sweet. What do you do? What do you do with watching the Twitch streams? How does that work? Snap on the Namora draw here. It's lovely. Hopefully we go crossbones in the middle, and then we can slide the Namora out to somewhere else, or slide the Nocturne somewhere else, the Namora on 6 or 5, whatever turn is.
Wind, aid my hand.
Why would they move Jeff in advance? What's the upside there? Miles. There you go. That's a good read. What gets this? Then Scar is free on the last turn. We draw him. Well, on one hand, Scar's not free, but on the other hand, it makes Lucas much better. Thank you, Nocturne. I appreciate you. You're a wonderful lass. Truly one of the Marvel Snap cards of all time. Real team player, that Nocturne. Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. She's so powerful, so powerful. Poor Stegron, just when you thought he couldn't possibly get more embarrassing. Strangest game of Marvel Snap you've ever seen in your entire life. Listen, chat. We didn't just spend $125 splitting crossbones to gold so we could get unlucky while we play this game. Come on now. Oh, am I staying? I have Namora. I have Lizard. Quake could maybe get them on this. This is just so good for them. I'm gonna leave. I think Cudlot is better for them than Namora and our opener is for us. Stegron is actually, like, kinda good against us. Like, unironically. Oh, come on, bro. I just gave you so much money. Why would you do this to me? Alright, I'm gonna stay this time. Arcane's good. It's a shame neither of these had 5 points of power. We have priority here, which means we get to Namora the Typhoid Berry before they can Stegron her out. Or him in, I suppose. They could be a Shang-Chi deck, though. Although my gut says they don't have room for Shang and Stegron and Omega Red. We'll see, though. People love tech cards. Should I Scar to get a second Scar? No, because I don't think my points on the left are going to be useful. Although maybe they are. I just expected them to play left on this turn. How did they beat 25 on the right? They have +4 technically, but they need to make up 17. Does this win the game? This puts me to I think this wins the game most of the time. Yeah. They could juggernaut me. If they juggernaut me. If they juggernaut me, I could not hit both of them in his. I win 75%. I win 25% of the time if they juggernaut me. So I'm gonna stay. Might be a little loose though. Oh, and they actually had us covered, yeah? Cool, 0%. Can you make a deck from the 52 cards with no goals? But I don't actually know that we can, Giggity. To be fair, even if they both landed here, we were still torched, so. This definitely seems like something deck-based matchmaking. Pretty big nightmare matchup for us, though, huh? Stegron and Juggernaut both make Namora really awkward. Definitely need to have priority going into turn 5 to not just get screwed with her.
Opponent snapped.
I need a 2 or a 3. I need Lizard this turn, ideally, I think. That makes us free, which is nice. Oh, Nor Dimension is so bad for us. It's a lot of energy. They are about to have a lot of energy, yeah. A new drops in a week from today. It's a good while yet. Is it ever this? I don't like this. Part of me wants to do this. And just assume they don't respect the Namora on the left. Armor doesn't do anything here. They have priority. I also would be kind of surprised if they have Shang. They probably jug and move the vision. Maybe? They didn't respect Namora. Yeah, we were super torched. GG opponent. No, wait. If these both go left, could be okay. Are they beating 21 middle? We're good, yeah? Up between them. We hit the 25%er this time around. Cool, and now we have 3 chances to take their last 2 cubes away. Notification on my sub. You know, I don't see it on my dashboard here. How long ago did you sub, DZ? That's weird. Oh, that's you're a 2-month, you're a resubscriber. When you resubscribe to a channel, you have to refresh the page occasionally, because it gives you the option to attach a message to your sub notification. That is a Twitch feature, let's call it. You sub for the first time, it just goes through. But when you resub, it lets you attach a message with it. Wigan, thank you for the 54 months. I appreciate the 4.5 years. Welcome back. Shadow Marvel, thank you for the 17 months. They end up patching the wave scar interaction. That wasn't an interaction, it was a bug. Oh, it's annoying that, I can't get Scar to 2 this turn. Mary Wright, and then Enchantress Scar. That doesn't work, because Crossbones will be 9. Typhoid puts Crossbones to 9 gamers. Yeah, I can get rid of Omega with Enchantress. I think I want that to be a surprise, though. I don't think I want them to know that getting rid of this is going to be a thing I'm doing. Last turn, girl. Prevy, thank you for the over 1.5 years. Welcome back. Yeah, it's Enchantress plus Quake, I think. I need to get DC out of here so that way Omega Red isn't bigger on it. Oh, armor would even it out. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? I think I'm gonna move here. I think they're, well, I don't think it matters. I think I'm doing this. I think I'm doing this. Actually, maybe I'm doing this, question mark, and punting this. I'm just not sure I want to punt this is the problem. I wonder if it's ever this. Just play hard for here. This is 13. But they're also going to play hard for here. Yeah, but if they go super hard for here, we should win these other 2, I think. Okay, I'm gonna stick to my original play. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I guess the Monster Metropolis is a wash. Nobody plays around that. I don't think so. I think I needed Namora a turn sooner. All right, 2 more shots at their last 2 cubes, huh? Stegron is very good against our deck. Like, as far as, like, we queued into a deck that's not a thing and probably has a lot of other bad matchups, like, people that get to move our stuff around a lot is definitely not what we're interested in seeing on the other side. You cannot replace Scar or Namora in this deck. You should play something else. They are key cards that increase the power level of the deck a lot. You can replace Nocturne with Polaris. And confirmed no Shang-Chi as expected. No, I don't think you want Spider-Man in this deck. I think you very explicitly want, what's the word? I'm fucking trying to find. You very explicitly want a card that you can control where it's going to end up at.
Wind, aid my hand.
Is important. Kind of dead. Feeling kind of dead. Yeah, Miss Marvel covers right, depending on how they move. There's a bunch of permutations of this that are bad for me. There's nothing. They have too many cards in play that can transfer their power, and they have too many cards that can move our stuff on the last turn of the game, and they have Omega Red for Onslaught Citadel. I don't have a series of plays here that allow me to cover everywhere. If we're gonna lose to something, I'm just gonna put my cards out here and hope for the best.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Lucas, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. For the people that are just like hard focused on turning off Onslaught Citadel with Omega Red, if I move Nocturne into the center, I'm guaranteed giving up this, which means I basically have to win both of these, which I don't think is ideal. Goes about, thank you for the 11 months. I don't think there were any plays we had here that give me a different outcome. I think even if we had ones that end up beating this specific thing, I think I end up losing to other things. I think that specific thing that they did, we could have beaten by moving Nocturne and then playing Typhoid Berry middle, but like that loses to them putting any amount of power on the left, yeah? Oh, I could have Quaked to move the Citadel. Sure, I should have Quaked. I still lose the game there though. But you're right. Quaking is strictly correct. Oh my god! That's so fucking brutal. For the last 2 cubes. Conquest is such a fucking terrible format sometimes. Alright, they got rid of one of them for us at least. see if we can win any of these Great Web 50-50s and have one of their cards get pulled. Alright, cool. Yeah, so for people wondering why I played her right, I really want to be able to Namora Carol here. I believe Enchantress middle plus Captain Marvel at 10 points of power is going to win us this game. I ain't got like it yet. I do have priority here, which means Captain Marvel, or sorry, not Captain, Miss Marvel is going to be active in the center. Should armor go left so Carol can fly there? So if I fill the center, it means Great Web is guaranteed to pull one of their cards. Is a big part of the decision-making process here. I think that that's beneficial for us, guaranteeing one of their cards gets pulled. Lizard shrinks down. Sure doesn't. I don't know. I think it's a testament to, like, how reasonable this deck we're playing is, that, like, we're playing into someone whose deck is basically nightmare fuel for what we're trying to do, and we came down to the last 2 cubes here still, yeah. This game's about to come down to which card gets pulled off the Baxter building, isn't it? What a game! What a game! Thank you, Captain Marvel. The whole game was that turn 4 Great Web 50-50. When we won the Great Web 50-50 on turn 4, so she could stay here to get the bonus. That was the game. Tough set, hard fought. All right, well, we're definitely gonna let this deck finish its gold ticket, but that was a really long, tough set, so we need to run some ads before we do. I'll see you in 120 seconds. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. I need to run to the restroom, subscribers. I'll see you in a minute. Did you ever use your free login reward borders? I did not, no. Just not interested. My cards to match. Currently sitting using unclaimed, and the neon green ones are just like ugly as sin. Hate and despise the neon borders, like they're significantly worse than the default borders. All right, Scar for us. See how good or bad it is for them.
Opponent snapped.
They are on the side of Scar being good for the airship deck and go next tier.
Escape.
Yeah, the queue time was quick there. Hopefully that means we can just burn some of these gold tickets today. Giggity, I think I'm gonna pass on your 52 cards with no gold split submission. I think it's both mechanically going to take me a long time to figure out what that deck could look like, and there's a good chance it's also not going to generate very good games of Marvel Snap. Am I supposed to leave? District decks is significantly better for the airship deck than us, right? On the other hand,
Oh, snap.
Wolfpack, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. The real Omar. Looks like I got a feels bad question after playing against airship in client. They have a question like that in their Discord server. Are those questions also happening in client? Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so that's actually really funny because it means we win the left if they don't play any more cards there. Probably supposed to leave here because they hit the Darkhawk, but yeah, they played to all 3. That's unfortunate. Oh, I have priority, so I gave them Shuri's Lab on the right. Oops. Unlucky. Incredibly close game, all things considered. We also have a little bit of a leg up because they're playing the Inbred Airship deck featuring Darkhawk. That'll be a blank in non-district deck schemes. The fact that it was relevant for them was largely due to the fact that, 1, there was Krakoa and 2 district decks added cards to our deck. This is probably better for us than them, right? Because they're more likely to be able to play out all their cards than we are. Well, I guess maybe Coulson changes that dynamic. Hey, Halred, thank you for the 1.5 years. Appreciate it. I don't know if my body is fully prepared for them to draw their Beta Ray Bellhammer in the game because of it. It's like, I might be in danger if that's something that occurs.
Snap.
Hey, Death and Cross, thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate the 1.5 years. Welcome back. Well, that's perfect, because I want to Enchantress Lizard, and I also want to Enchantress Darkhawk. Who gets this? Or is it this? Letting Nocturne move it around is scarier for them.
Who they dig up this time?
I can't believe they haven't snapped me back. Is it this? And then it's just like Enchantress Crossbows next turn? I guess there's a chance I might not be winning over here, though. Depending on what they play where. There's no way they fill the left this turn, though, right? Unless we care about killing Quinjet for the turn. I don't think I do. Is it better to force them to Shang Man? I mean, if they have Shang, more power to them. Oh my god, they hit Sasquatch and Scar from freaking... They hit Sasquatch and Scar from this. Ugh. Win this a lot of the time, yeah? I think so. This is fine. This is local man about to be blobbed. Is the Typhoid Berry ducking Shang on the left enough to win us this game? It is, yeah? Actually incredible. Holy. Thank you, Miss Mary. Let's go. This deck's so sweet. My brain feels smart. That Typhoid Berry technology. This location is not stellar for us. Nerf Berry win. You're about to see a lot more Typhoid Berry in the metagame chat. Ajax is coming. These are both locations that are absolute pit stains for us. They haven't snapped us yet, so we'll continue playing, but good chance we're bouncing out. This is Gold Conquest. Oh. How? Oh, really? I don't know if this is snappable, but it might be. Yeah, they could roll a location changer from Airship is the problem, so I think I just vibe. Is Enchantress more value than Mary? So, if I put Typhoid Mary into play... If I put Typhoid Mary into play here, I wouldn't be able to discount Scar. Do I snap them? Does it matter where I play Carol? Why does it matter where I play Carol? They need to put 6 here while putting 2 here. And I'm even beating Jeff on a tiebreaker here. I'm even beating Jeff on a tiebreaker. Because if they Jeff here, we're 5-5. They're up 4, I'm up 5. They need like Makari, M'Baku, Jeff type stuff here. 2 Jeffs. I guess in theory they could have 2 Jeffs, but playing Jeff and Erishim actually seems unlikely. You're definitely never. I'm never leaving here is the thing. Is like the TLDR is TLDR is I'm never leaving. Oh yeah, that's true. There's combinations of how the Jeffs work where Captain Marvel could cover left as well. Yeah, cool.
Victory.
A lot of, just FYI for people that are looking to keep up on metagame stuff, a lot of the sweaty metagamers playing main deck Leech in inbred Erishim is the next level of inbreeding. You can and should be playing around Leech whenever possible. This is the card that people who are inbreeding for the Erishim mirror are playing now. Inbreeding. Inbreeding in a card game refers to when players are making deck building choices to prioritize winning the mirror as opposed to making their deck generically better against the field. I played the Shadow King on curve here, so that way we could draw a card next turn. Their randoms look to be better than ours. Well, I guess they brick a draw, but their draws are worse than ours on average. Oh my god, they had a black cat. That's cheating. So they have a Rhino, a Debris, or a Luke Cage. Literally have no idea what they mirage. They could have 4 different cards here, because she grabs the lowest cost card. We had 3 3s. Players are playing Erishim, so I'll play Darkhawk. They're playing Darkhawk, so I'll play Rogue. They play Rogue, so I play Leech. Yes, that's basically... It's the little old lady who swallowed the... What's it called? It's that type of thinking. I think it's this, so I can Namora onto Captain Marvel next turn. The little old lady who swapped.
Thumbs up.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Nocturne! Why, Nocturne? Why? Nocturne! No! No! Oh no! Alright, well, we gotta win. We gotta win 2 in a row, I guess. We gotta win 2 in a row, I guess. Classic Nocturne there. Someone else asked me last week, should they buy Nocturne or Sage? And I asked them what their tolerance was for putting their phone through their window if they rolled bad Nocturne variants. And just like, truthfully, it's one of the most important factors that if you should get this card. She's so good, but like, good golly, are games like that one something that's just gonna happen to you sometimes? Never moving Nocturne on turn 4 again. So that's the difference between me and someone who is going to be feels-based, right? Like, I can understand that like what I did is the right decision even if it lost me the game. I was kind of hoping to crossbones here this turn, so that's sad. Was it right because we wanted to deny the symbiote? Yeah. Want to keep their lane full.
Clear for takeoff.
Did they also spike my Namora in their 3-card Loki is the question here. Oh, their 3-card Loki was Luke Cage, Namora, Scar. Their 3-card Loki was Luke Cage, Namora, Scar. I feel like whenever I see people complaining about Loki online, like this just must be what like every one of their opponents' Lokis look like. Does Carol take Fist Tower into consideration? She does, yes. I don't think I have any outs here, right?
Locked in.
It's like something like this for the best possible. Nocturne mid, Quake Scar left. Does Quake Scar win the left? It's only 2, 10. Yeah, I guess that's probably our best shot. They could fill one of these 2 locations too, right? This leads us to them filling. Fucker. Oh, it was so close to. God damn. Literally 1 point. don't think there was anything I could have done here. It's so funny to me that I can sit here and objectively talk about like what happened and how it's an incredible high roll, and then there are people in chat who will unironically be like, no, but nerf Loki, please. It's just like, it's so eye roll inducing. Again, for people looking at Shadow King stuff, they have Luke Cage, which prevents me from Shadow Kinging them, so that's a tough end to the run. I guess in the last game, I probably didn't need to Nocturne when we ended up rolling TVA. I wanted to be able to Namora my Nocturne, but I wasn't Namoring till turn 5 anyways, so it's like, it feels bad to like lose to like making a small mistake with my Nocturne on the 1 in 40 or however many locations there are, and then like their Loki ending up being 3 almost perfect cards, and they only got 3 cards, but that's just the beats, right? Like, I'm pretty happy, and this is, I think, a good example of you can't just look at the games that happened. You have to look at like the what and the why in them, because so many people will walk away from a matchup be like, does it not really be like the wrong conclusion of fuck Loki, but they'll also be like, oh, I lost the matchup, guess it's bad for me. It's like when I sit down and think about the number of things that had to break right, and I made a small mistake that then Nocturne broke poorly with in the game before this, it's like, I'd be surprised if this matchup is worse than a coin flip, and probably good for us in general. Like, their deck does not consistently put out numbers. Like, very fortunate for them. Like, in this game, for example, they also drew these 2 early and then, like, had this to fill on top of everything else to exactly tie us here. It's just like how it goes sometimes. This deck was sweet. I'm glad we had this as a submission. Like I mentioned when we were starting this deck, I think this archetype is one of the many in Marvel Snap that, like, it flashed up after Namora released, but then, you know, Namora wasn't new and shiny anymore, and players, like, moved on to chasing the next exciting thing, and that set really felt like it hammered home in my brain that this is a contender I should have around. The mixture of good interactive bits with like Enchantress, good point slam with Scar, some flexibility with Captain Marvel, and then ultimately the big power in a lot of those games that we played are playing a bunch of good 2s on the last turn, right? Like playing a mixture of 2 energy Scar, Quake, Armor, and Shadow King really lets you get people in a lot of situations where they're not expecting to get got, which gives you pretty solid cube equity. Having that unpredictability in a variety of ways the last turn is a good way to lull your opponents into staying for 8 cubers that they should be leaving